Hello and welcome to Pushing Cardboard. Another unboxing today, and I'm excited to do this one. A remake of an old favorite. Today we're looking at the Russian Campaign Deluxe, 5th edition they're calling it. There's been so many different editions since it went out of print with Avalon Hill years and years ago. This is by GMT, the original game by John Edwards. But they've redone it. Apparently they've redone it with a version that lets you play either the game as it originally was in the Avalon Hill version, or it's got several variants or optional rules, apparently based on feedback from how players have been playing at tournaments over the years. I think that's just sort of what I've picked up over the internet, but who knows? We'll find out once we play it. Anyway, it's your basic GMT 2-inch box, I guess. It's supposed to be pretty much the same old game that we all remember, or if we're old enough, from the 80s. The game meter gives it a complexity of only 5 and a solitaire suitability of 8, which makes sense. There's nothing hidden in this game, so you can play it by yourself all you want if you like. Anyway, let's. The big thing will be seeing what the components are like here in this new version. So let's open it up and take a look. Okay, here we go. The first thing we see is the rules booklet, and it's in a matte. A very nice matte finish, which I totally appreciate for the lack of glare, etc. Looks like your average GMT rule book. It's 36 pages. Some optional rules at the back here. Yeah, it looks pretty much like what you might expect. I'd have to say, probably a much nicer rule book than the one we had back in the old Avalon Hill copy back in the day, although it was probably a little shorter. Let's see what else we have here. Next up is the first set of counters. The Russians, it would appear. Nice big 5/8 inch counters instead of the 1/2 inch ones that we were used to. The German counters, mostly. Looks like on the back of some of these they have, like, I'm guessing this is the game turn, the turn of entry maybe. That's just a guess, but I don't remember that from the original counters. That might be a nice little slight improvement. And a few more for each side, and then markers here. I did not order the mounted map. There's a mounted map you can, that was optional for an extra charge. So I'll just have to show you the paper map. It's definitely a good looking map. So let's just see, sort of, let's turn it around so it's, there we go. Yeah, so it's got things like the CRT is right on the map, and the TEC is on the map. That's just half the map, I'm sure. Here's, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's only a quarter. Who knows? There's more map, and here we have at the top. Here we have the replacement pool, off units box, surrendered, as well as the turn record track, and a few other little charts. Man, looks good. Whew. It's just, oh no, that looks like it for the map. So what else have we got here? The combat results table, which is also right on the map. So, oh yeah, and a movement allowance chart on the flip side. So there we go. Little player aid. I don't know if there may turn out to be 2 of those. A weather chart. Nothing on the back of that. The Axis order of battle. Optionals game here shows, so standard game and optionals game, so a couple of different choices it looks like. This is the Russian order of battle. Same thing with the standard game and optionals game, so that looks interesting. This looks like some scenario setups. So here we have Fall Blau, Citadel, Bagration, and that's it. So some different scenarios. Here's that movement allowance and combat chart. They were on flip side of the same thing. Now they're on one side and then terrain effects on another. And there's 2 of these. So a couple of those for the one for each player. So, oh, and this is interesting. Now, if this is what I think it is, this you can put on the map. This corrects something on the map that had been a long time bugaboo of long-time players of the game. I think there was something about the map that a lot of players complained about, and I'm guessing that this is an optional, like, pop this on the map and fix that little long-standing problem. Well, there you go. That's all the components. I have to say the GMT has done a really beautiful job here. These for older gamers, I'm sure these larger counters, for one thing, are going to be really much appreciated. I know that for folks that sprung for the mounted map board, there's been a little bit of grumbling that even when you take the insert out here, everything doesn't fit back in once you put the mounted maps in. That the box rides just a little high, but that sounds like a little bit of grumbling to me. It's if you want the extra map, then I'm sure it's probably worth it to have just a little bit of a high riding box there. So that's it. That's the Russian campaign, Deluxe 5th edition from John Edwards and GMT Games. Thanks again for checking out the unboxing, and I hope you enjoy playing this old classic given new life. Thanks again.